Hello there, it's Ruth here. I hope that you're well, and welcome to this video with 5 tips on choosing your first Oracle card deck. It's the question I get asked the most, and over the past couple of weeks I've been asked it quite a few times, so I thought I'd share with you my 5 top tips. So if you are thinking about getting an Oracle card deck, my tip number 1 is, what kind of learner are you? Do you respond most to pictures and imagery and visuals? Do you like to read? Do you learn by feeling? Just know how you like to learn. So for example, me, I learn through images. If I see an image, it's more likely to stay with me and I'm more likely to remember it. But I'm also an avid reader. So for me, my starting point with choosing an Oracle deck will be the imagery, the pictures and the visuals. And if that appeals to me, then I know I need to take a closer look. So knowing how you learn can help you decide what kind of Oracle deck you want to look at. Second top tip is, what are your interests? Are you interested in fantasy or sci-fi or crystals or animals or the fairies or the angels? Just start with something that really gets your attention and makes you really curious. And that will help you then narrow down how to choose your first deck. So that's the second tip. What are you interested in? Thirdly, check out some authors of Oracle decks. You can search through Amazon, you can search through the Hay House website, that's a good place to start. There's other publishers that publish Oracle decks. Just take a look at those that you can see and look at the authors and go to the author's website and see if how the author talks and presents themselves resonates with you. That's really important because if you don't resonate with their energy, it's unlikely you'll resonate with one of their Oracle decks. So that's tip number 3. Check out the authors, have a look online. Tip number 4 is to know what you want to use your Oracle cards for. If you're starting out, you may just be using them for inspiration rather than focusing on doing big readings for yourself. So what you need to check out is, what does the Oracle deck say on the front? So for example, this is Wisdom of the Oracle by Colette Baron Reid, and she very deliberately calls this divination cards. So if you're not ready yet for divinations or to do longer readings, that might not be right for you at this point. This may be something you want to look at later. Most of them may just say Oracle cards, and that's okay. That's probably a good starting point for you. But just be aware of the description on the front, whether it's Oracle cards, divination, or just daily inspiration, and then know what works best for you at this time. And it may be, if you're just looking for inspiration, that's okay. A divination deck is maybe not right for you now. So that's the 4th tip. Know what deck you're looking at. Tip number 5 is really the most important, and it's use your intuition. When you look at a deck, how does it make you feel? So I love fairies, I just do. I love the idea of fairies and fairy energy, and I love pink, it's my favourite colour. And as soon as I saw the cover of this box for this deck of Oracle cards, I knew I had to have it. I just knew I had to have it because I love the imagery and I love the colours. And also, Oracle decks around nature are really appealing for me as well. And again, here's one called Nature's Whisper by Angela Hartfield. And again, it was the imagery and the colours and the title, Nature's Whisper, that attracted me. Another one that attracted me just by the cover was Native Spirit by Denise Lynn. So all of these, I can look at that imagery because I know how I learn. I know I'm visual, which is tip number 1. I can look at these and my intuition to say, yes, this really appeals to me. So it's as straightforward as that. So the 5 tips, here's the rundown again. Know how you learn. Is visual imagery important to you? Is the guidebook and the words more important? Secondly, what are your interests? Is it fairies, angels, crystals, animals? Just choose one thing that you're really interested in and research decks that have those themes. Thirdly, check out the authors before you buy a deck from them. Know that they resonate with you and understand the intention they have in creating their Oracle cards and what they're doing. Number 4, look at the box and see if it's divination or Oracle cards. Understand how the author has explained to work with those deck of cards. And if you're just starting out, start with an oracle deck. And number 5, use your intuition and see what appeals to you and resonates with you. I hope that was helpful for you. If it was, do leave a comment and let me know. If you've got any questions, any other questions about choosing an oracle deck, and specifically your first oracle deck, leave a message, let me know, and I can try and answer that for you. And if you enjoyed this and want to find out more about what I do with oracle cards, you can sign up for my newsletters at www.ruthrichards.org to find out more. Enjoy, and I wish you well in selecting your first oracle deck. Take care. Bye.